How to know what to pursue, how to know who your ideal audience, soulmate client is, how to stay up to date with your ever evolving self and the strategies out there to grow your business. Hi, my name is Amber Hagberg, Costa Rican jungle mama living here in the Costa Rican land of the Pura Vida for the last 8 years, and I'm on a mission to help multi-passionates turn their gifts, their passions, their skills into online offers to sell at retreats around the world. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, so you can get up-to-date weekly episodes on embodiment practices, how to grow your inner and outer human, to grow your business and build wealth from the inside. I want to share with you today a few conversations that I've been having with clients and potential clients in the DMs. How to know what to pursue. Amber, how did you know what to pursue? How to know who your ideal soulmate client is, your soulmate retreater, how to stay up to date with your ever evolving self and the strategies that are out there. And today I'm going to share with you a story on what happened for me in my business last year. I was inside of a mastermind where one of my soul sisters was asking what to do about her retreat. And as my coach was speaking, I was in the Zoom comments sharing what I knew about retreats since I've been doing it for 7 years. And over 10 of the women inside of this mastermind were like, Amber, you need to lead. You need to teach. You need to share how to sell out retreats. And I was like, I never even thought about that before. And this little seed was planted. And then I went on to create a course. And I've gone on to help thousands of people create, launch, and sell out retreats. But guess what? That is not where I started. I started as a self-love coach because that's where I was on my journey when I was accidentally birthed as an online entrepreneur coach. I was teaching others how to cultivate a daily practice to put themselves first. First, you start with where you are right now, what you're most passionate about in this moment. And you create one thing at a time, multi-passion. It's like, Amber, I have this idea, Amber, I have this idea, I have this idea. It's like, yeah, hello, me too. But in order for us to be successful and thrive and create massive wealth in our businesses and big waves, change the world, is we have to complete the projects one at a time. So in the beginning, you want to make sure that you have a mentor where you get to learn from others and how they did it. There's processes and procedures to get started in growing your business or creating and selling out retreats. Inside of mentorships, this is where you're going to meet biz besties, other peers who expand you. And like me, they give you ideas. And then even after the container is over, you have a lifelong friendship. And this happens when we go on retreats as well. Even if you're a retreat facilitator, I highly recommend continuously going on retreats. I just did that. I went to Maine and I met incredible women. Every single time one of them spoke, I had tears or a smile on my face because they were so incredible. And some of them will come on to go on retreats with me. We'll go on to work together. We'll go on to create programs together. We're in conversations every single day in a private messenger in Slack, all 13 of us. It's incredible. It's amazing the women that we meet. But this happens every time I join a program. I meet a new person that's like right where I am right now, or they're a few steps ahead of me and expands. And you want to know why this really helps? Because when you're just starting, it can feel overwhelming. How do you do it all, Amber? You just gave me so many ideas. How do I do it all? Don't worry, I get it. In the beginning, you're not meant to do it all. You're meant to take one step at a time, curating and mastering one thing at a time. But there's three things that you should do every single day in your business to continue to grow your business. The first thing is create content that attracts and helps solve a problem for your soulmate client. Then you want to focus on building relationships. We're here to serve and make an impact in other people's lives, and that means we need people. And if we want people to know, like, trust us and desire to work with us or go on a retreat with us, they need to know who we are, our hearts. Inside of a free training that I have fully booked, if you don't already have this free training, you can comment in the DMs on Instagram at fully booked, and I'll send it over to you. But you build out a business brand under key pillars. The pillars being life experiences, things that you've overcome, your gifts, your passions, your skills. There's pivotal moments in your life that have got you to where you are today. There's things that you were just born with that you're so good at and you can help other people with. And this is how you create content to attract your soulmate client, because you're clear on the solution, on what it is that you can do, how it is that you can transform. And then you want to sell every single day. Create, build, sell. Selling can be just selling your brand, who you are, what you do, what you stand for, or selling your offers, ways in which we can work with you, how we can grow with you, how we can go with you on a retreat. Those are the first three things you'll do every single day. And as you start to master those skills, then there's other little things that you can do in your business to continue to grow and scale your business. But one thing I can promise you is that you don't do it alone. Biz besties are so, so important, and having support. When I first started running my retreat business, I was throwing spaghetti at the wall. I was just guessing. I was just trying. I had no idea, no strategy, until I was like, I want to get more visible. I want to sell out my retreats. And that's when I hired my first coach. And that's when I accidentally became an online business student at first. I was creating a self-love coach program. And then the evolution of me was like, behind the scenes, people are like, Amber, I really love the way you show up. I love how authentic you are. I love how naturally easy it comes for you. I love how honest you are. How can I work with you? How do I grow my business? And I'm like, not a business coach. And there was my next level. There was my next initiation. It was like, we go into at every single level, whether you're just getting started or you're pivoting and doing something new, what are other people going to think? What did my family think? I mean, at first, when I sold everything I owned and I moved to Costa Rica, the world thought I was nuts. They were like, what are you going to do there? How are you going to do this? And now they're all like, hey, can I come to your retreat? Hey, can I come hang out with you? I want to come and visit you. When we're creating an online business, and most people in our lives don't understand, like, what do you do exactly? We need mentors and business besties to expand us and show us what's possible, because we're just getting started. And when you're growing a garden, when you're building a business, this takes time. And of course, in the beginning, it's like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying. I'm just starting. I don't know if it's going to work. We have fear of judgment. What will our families think if it doesn't work? What are our friends going to think when we start showing up as an expert online? There's fear of judgment, fear of failure, imposter syndrome, because we've never done it before. Mentors, business besties, expanders, showing you that there's a whole nother world that our family or our high school friends just quite don't understand. And that is okay. You just need to get yourself in the room with people who get it. It's like those that go on vacation versus those that go on retreats. People that go on vacation don't understand that a retreat is completely different. But if you're a retreat facilitator or you go on retreats yourself, you're like, they are so not the same. And so get yourself in the room. And then I'll remind you that building a business, whether it's retreats, online business, I love to do both because they grow together. It's a garden and it takes time. If you launch one offer, if you launch one retreat, and you don't get the results that you thought you were going to get, you're not out there yelling at the avocado tree that the first time you planted a seed in soil and it didn't sprout. What the heck is wrong with it? You just plant another seed. You look and see if you can tend to the soil, add more nutrients, give less water, have more sunshine, put it more in the shade. You tweak and you refine to find out what will work. One of my mentors said, do something consistently for 5 years and see what happens. And I can be the evidence for you right now in my business. It's insane. Okay. When I first started my self-love mentorship, I got a client here and a client there. I was making 1,000 here, 1,000 there. And it was 7 months into my business that I was praying on my knees in an Indian ashram, Dad, Papa, if this is meant for me, give me a sign. I need to know that this is meant for me. And I had a $24,000 cash month. That's not even including sales. And I was like, okay, it's meant for me. Da, 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 da. And then 14, then 15, then 20, and then it was like 3K, 2K, and it started to go back. And here's why. Because my passion for what I was doing started to shift. And I was being called to step into business coaching, and I wasn't listening. I was falling out of alignment. And so I had to come back in to alignment. And when I began to be a business coach in March of 2022, when my son Amani was born, I posted and I was showing up consistently and I was doing all the things I knew to do. And it was really, really slow. I had 0K months, 3K months, and 1 year later, consistently hitting 4, 5, multiple 5-figure months consistently. But as I've been planting seeds and curating my garden and tweaking and refining my funnel, coming back into an alignment, coming back into my mission, really taking the time to see what can I do better. And that took 7 months as a self-love coach, over a year as a business coach. Just keep refining the garden, looking at your inner world, looking at your outer world, and asking, where can I do this better? How can I grow a little bit more? You won't harvest overnight. It's giving this mission time and consistency to trust. So whether you're like my business coach who says, give it 5 years, or you're like me, it took 7 months. One of my clients, Adensi, she is a life purpose coach. And she had been showing up in her business for 3 months, and she's like, but nothing's happening. And I was like, yeah, but you've just been doing it for 3 months. And right as we're ending the container, she's getting people reaching out, and she's like, she doesn't feel it's real. She's like, oh my gosh, it's happening. And now everything that we did together, we created her free lead magnet. We built out her masterclass. We built out her sales page. We built out her funnel. We built out her content strategy. It's all working. And now people are starting to come, but this took her 3 months. I have a call with her later today. So I haven't heard back if she signed this client or if it was just a conversation that started, but she's starting to get messages after 3 months. It takes time. You don't just plant a seed and then wake up the next day and have clients. It's holding the vision, planting the garden. If there's anything that you can really take away from today in this training is start with where you are. What would you love to help other people with? What are you so passionate about right now? And then teach. Teach from your experience. Teach from what you know. And remember, when you're just getting started, overwhelmed, yeah, there's a lot to do. You're learning a lot of new things. Take it learning one thing at a time, one day at a time. Normalize the fear of what if it doesn't work? Normalize the fear of what the heck are other people going to think, because you will be a little crazy in some people's eyes, which is why it's important that you get yourself in the room with other people who are doing this to normalize all the fear, all the doubt, all the what ifs, and be expanded by others who have been doing this. Be expanded by what other people are doing. And I literally just had a DM message this morning with a potential client who had reached out to work with me one on one. By the time I had space in my one on one coaching, she was in a moment of pause. And she's like, I'm not doing this business thing anymore. I'm taking a break. And then just yesterday, she commented on one of my Instagram posts, fully booked. And I was like, hey, I thought you were taking a break. I just seen that you reached out about my content strategy and how to start your business. And yeah, she's like, hey, I'm coming back. I'm doing it slowly. And I was a little curious on what it is that you're teaching, how it is that you're teaching, because I don't want to do it the same way. And I was like, this is everything I do with my clients, finding balance. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a surfer, I do yoga in the morning, I meditate, I pull cards, I have just real conversations with friends and other moms. Like, I'm not all the time on the computer, and I'm building a business that has massive impact where we get to celebrate my clients selling out retreats, creating offers, going live for the first time, an array of different things. And it all happened for me just listening to where I was in the moment and what it is I desired to birth and bring into the world from a balanced and centered place. Get yourself in the room with other expanders. Have friends. This is why I love the Sold Out Retreat community, because there's over 2,000 other retreat leaders giving each other feedback and celebrating each other outside of just me. This is what happens in my program, Amplified Impact. You come through, learn how to create an offer, and then you meet other people. And Ashley and Adensi, we're just going live together. One of my clients, Riley and Christy, they were offering a workshop together in Colorado. It's community and it's connection and it's growing together and expanding. And it's just like I was telling you, last week I went live with one of the women I went on retreat with last week in Maine. Right now I'm in a conversation with a dear sister from Maine, and we're having conversations on like how to grow your business, how to start your podcast, how to start your YouTube channel. It's like relationships, and it's growing together and normalizing what's not so normal in, say, corporate. And I just have to add this in. I have to. You do not need to leave a job to start your business. If you love your job, or you need some money while you get your business going so your nervous system is safe and you can pay the bills, please don't think that it's one or the other. Many of my clients are still therapists, still teaching in schools while growing their coaching business, while leading retreats. Some of them are like, I actually don't want to stop teaching. I love it, but I want to help more people in my coaching business too. Like, I actually don't want to stop teaching in-person classes and workshops. I just want to start leading retreats too. It's not one or the other. And there's a lot of stuff on the internet and marketing strategies. Stay in your own lane. Listen to your own heart. I wouldn't be here today if I followed a narrow path of what one coach told me. All I can share is like, trust the evolution of you and your desires. I have clients that never want to lead retreats. I have clients that only want to lead retreats. I have clients that want to do the online world and retreats to coexist together. You get to decide what works for you. And when you're in this for the long term, it's so rewarding. The people that you get to meet, the collaborations that happen, the growth and the celebrations from your clients and yourself. You know, when I started my business, I didn't start my business because I needed money. I worked my butt off and I sacrificed my life to save money for safety. And then I started my business. And that was okay for me. And it became about impact and helping other people. That's what starts the mission. And that's why one of my clients was like, I took a break from my business and now I'm coming back. And she's like, my vision and my mission is more clear than ever. I just know that I'm not going to burn myself out again. I need a new strategy. I need a new way. It's okay to take a pause. It's okay to keep your job. It's okay to not want to do this. It's okay not want to do that. Water your own garden. Choose what seeds you desire to plant. And know this. If you're wondering, yeah, but there's so many other people doing what I desire to do, there's no one. There's no one out there with your story, your gifts, your energy, your message. That's what makes you different. And I know I struggled with this when I came into the online space, when I became a business coach, when I started leading retreats. And every single new offer I wanted to create, I was like, but there's already amazing retreat leaders. There's already, oh, so many better business coaches out there. And I literally had on, you can listen to the Amplified Impact podcast if you don't already with Erica Connolly. She's like, every time I opened one of your emails, I felt like you were wrapping me in a big hug. And I thought, if you could be different and stand out like that, so could I. That's why she hired me as a business coach. Like, come on, like, melt my heart. But that's how you're going to make your clients and students feel when you step in and own your passions, your gifts, your skills, and your life experience. It's you. You're the message. You're the energy. You're the one that attracts your people. But you just got to start. And you start with where you are today, and you plant one seed at a time, and you water it every day, and you give more when you have it, and you never do it alone. I hope this is helpful. I will talk to you in the next episode. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to put it in the comments below or shoot me a message on Instagram at Amber Hagberg. And I would absolutely love if you take a screenshot of this and tag me on Instagram, share your biggest takeaway. Thank you so much for being here.